Creating pop-out designs like these in Canva used to take a bit of time and patience to get it exactly right. Well, not anymore, because there is a brand new way to create this effect that is so much easier, and I am going to show it to you. My name is Kat, and this is Canva Catterday. A pop out effect is when you have an image that looks like it's popping out portions of the other part of your image. You can see right here, this gal right here looks like she's popping out of this phone frame. And we create this effect by using Canva frames. So let me show you the old way to do it, and then I'll show you the much faster new way to do it. Go to the Elements tab and scroll down until you see Frames right here. Click See All, and you have all different shapes and sizes of Canva frames that you can use for your design. You're going to pick one, add it to your design, and you'll notice right inside here, this is a placeholder image. All you have to do is drag and drop any photo or a video that you want, and it will take on that shape. So we are going to go back to our gal right here and drag her inside this frame. I think I want to bring her up just a little bit, make her a little bit larger. So I'm going to double click inside the frame and just drag it up a little bit like that. There we go. Now, in order to make it look like it's popping out, what we had to do in the past was add a second image. We had to remove the background because we can't see behind it. We have to remove it. So click Edit Photo, Background Remover. And then we had to try and resize this image and get it exactly right so that it falls on top of the other one. So first, let me just lock the frame so I don't accidentally drag it inside of there. Lock that. And then you had to take this image and you had to resize it and get it as close as possible to the original. So let's right about there. No, I think she's a little too small right there. Let me drag the transparency down a little bit. Sometimes you had to bring down the transparency and then overlap them so you could see where they lined up. You can see I'm not quite lined up just yet. So let me adjust a little bit more. Bring that maybe like that. And then you had to move it over. We're close, but not exactly. You see, it takes a little bit. There we go. We're pretty close there. But it takes a bit to get it this way. And depending on the photo, sometimes you had to mess with it a lot to get it to do this. So now we have that image right there. Let me bring that transparency back up. And you can see she is in front of this phone, but I want to take her arm and put it back inside the phone. So to do that, you would basically crop this outer image. So I'm going to drag the handle, crop it over this way. See how it looks like it's now behind it. And her dress is peeking out a little bit here. I want to crop this up a little bit. Okay, there we go. So that's how we would create this in the past. For this particular image, it's not too bad, but if you have an image that's really busy, it can really take a little bit of time to get it exactly on top of the other one. Let's look at the new way to do this. I'm going to create a brand new frame right here. Bring this up. I'm going to use the exact same image, bring her inside, and I'm going to bring her up just a little bit again. Here we go. Okay, so now we have our image, and now I want her to pop out. You're going to click on the Canva frame, click Edit Photo, and right here you'll see it says Magic Grab. We are going to use this feature, and what it's going to do is take the image and pull it out of the background. So I have two separate images. So we're going to click on Magic Grab, and you can see it pulled it out of my background, just like that. We're not quite done yet though, because if I try to now crop this image like I did a moment ago and move her arm behind, you can see my background. That's not exactly the effect that I was going for. So there's one other step. Click the frame again. And when you click it the second time, you'll notice there's this little checkbox right here under Magic Grab. That's letting you know that this effect has been placed on this photo frame. All you have to do is uncheck it like that, and look. I have my original and I still have the pop out effect. Now I can crop this just like I did before, and it's much easier and much faster. I'm no longer messing with trying to resize it or change the transparency or overlap it to get it exactly right. This way is so much faster. You can also add some additional effects like some shadows. So let me show you how to do that. I have a placeholder frame right here. I have this computer and I'm going to bring another image inside. Let's grab her right there. There we go. And once again, I want to bring this up a little bit because she's a little small for the effect that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to bring her up like this and just move her over a little bit, right about there. And the effect I want for this one is that I want the top of her head and her arm to be the pop out portion. So I've added that to my frame. Once again, we are going to click on the frame, click edit photo, click magic grab. It's going to pop her out just like that. And then you click on the frame again and uncheck it. And you can see I've got two separate images. I've got the frame that had her in it plus the new pop out. For this one, I want to add a little bit of a drop shadow. So all I have to do now is go over here to shadows and click drop. Now look what happened when I did that. It gave me the drop shadow, but it also reduced the size a little bit of my subject. Anytime you add a drop shadow to an image in Canva, it will reduce the image size just a little bit because it has to make room for that shadow. But all you have to do now is simply take this and drag it and make it a little bit bigger. And then you can just line it up, whether you're using your arrow keys or whether you're using your left and right mouse keys like that. And you've added that drop shadow effect. So it really looks like she's sort of like popping out and you've got that little shadow. This is a really cool effect. I highly recommend trying it. This is great for product photos. You can see right here, I've got a product photo with these groceries that are popping out. You can see right here on this one, maybe you have a new product release and you want to kind of highlight that portion. You can even do this with profile images. You've got like this Instagram profile picture right here. You even have circle profile images like this. Let me show you this one real quick. I'm going to add a new page. I'm going to go to the Canva frame section and find a circle frame. I've got a couple here that have some borders around them. I can use that if I want to. So let's just grab this one. And we're going to drop someone inside. Let's do her again. We're going to drag her in there. Bring this up. Only because I'm choosing to just make her head and arm outside of the frame. You can take whichever portions that you want. Bring her like that. There we go. And let me change the frame border to something better to match her. There we go. And then click edit photo, click magic grab. It's going to pull her out of the frame. And then click magic grab again and uncheck it. It'll bring her back to the frame. And then you can simply crop the portions that you don't need, like that. That's how you create pop-out effects in Canva using the new Magic Grab. If this was helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos in the future. That's all for this week. I'll see you next time.